to know to help bridge the gap? And the first thing that Jeff came up with to help bridge the gap is leadership. Probably a pretty easy one to think about or come up with, but when you think about it, as I mentioned earlier, leading is where we're going to get the most benefit. If we can lead and we can do what we want our students to do, we're going to have the best returns. They say leadership is a process whereby an individual influences a group of individuals to achieve a common goal. And so one of the key terms here is it's a process. Leadership is not something that you can just go purchase. It's not something that you just have or you can go get somewhere. It's a process. It's action. It's continually going. It's not just something that you can do once and leave. It's a process. It's ongoing. The other thing is that it's influences. When you're a leader, you're leading by example. You're helping people. You're influencing, hopefully, what they're going to do in a way for you guys to achieve a common goal. The way I like to look at this is the most influential and the best leaders that I've seen or studied or read about, it all comes down to vision and goals, mission statements. When we have leaders who know what they want and where they want and can effectively communicate that to you, that's when you're going to see big results. But one thing that you're not going to see is you can put something up and have excellent ideas and excellent missions. Oh, here's where we want to be. But if you're not leading the people into that, if you're not taking those actions, if you're not following the process, you're not going to influence the people to achieve that common goal. And that's where leadership is. We want to take the process, influence the people, and we want to achieve that common goal. How many of you guys know John Maxwell? John Maxwell's a nationally, internationally known speaker on leadership. And he says, leadership is influence. Nothing more, nothing less. Leadership is action, not position. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. 99% of all leadership occurs not from the top, but from the middle of an organization. Let me ask you guys, I heard they were introducing different counties around. How many of you guys are food service managers or the district managers? Okay. How many of you guys are managers of a kitchen? All right. Very good. Now, did you guys all start in those positions? No. Very rarely do you start in that position. You worked your way up to that position, right? Now, do you think that when you became a manager, you all of a sudden just became the leader of those people? No. Because a leader is not a title. Your title does not make you a leader. Your title can be manager, but that doesn't mean you're a good leader. You can be, as John Maxwell says, and I firmly agree with, leadership occurs in the middle of an organization. The reason why you were able to advance yourself and be moved into a management position is because people recognized what you were doing. You were already leading your team in your current position, and you've been rewarded by now you can lead even more people in your new positions. And so that's what we need to encourage as our people to each and every day lead by example. Just because you don't have the title doesn't mean you can't be a leader. Then there's another quote here by Carol Bartz, and she's the former president and CEO of Yahoo. She says, managing winds up being the allocation of resources against tasks. Leadership focuses on people. My definition of a leader is someone who helps people succeed. So the way I translate that is you manage things. You can manage chaos, you can manage your time, you can manage your activities for the day, but you lead people. You don't manage people, you lead people. All right? So leadership is a big key in what you guys are wanting to do when you're trying to bridge this gap. When we talk about a gap, the way I see a gap is it can be anything. But the way you look at it is when you're at point A and you look out and you see a point B where you'd like to be, but where you're not, now there's a gap. This can be in your health, in your career choices, where we are in school nutrition. So if we look out and we say, here's where we are today, but we'd like to be here, all right, now there's a gap. How do we bridge that gap? And that's what we're working on right now. If we've got an idea of where we want to go, that's the main thing. Now we have our common goal. Now we've got to lead. We've got to take those actions and get to that point so that we achieve what we're set out to do.